Ahoy, mateys! Welcome to Module 3, Unit 2, Duplicate Records. In today's lesson, we have something really important to do. We need to merge records and clean up our family tree. We're going to start with Abraham R. Cox. If we scroll down under Tools, we will find Possible Duplicates. It says Possible Duplicates for Abraham R. Cox. Now it's warning us that it's a complex process in which we decide two people are the same. And so it's just warning us to be careful because when we merge records, it will delete one of the accounts. And so you'll have either a match or no matches under here. There may be one, there may be 10 results. And so right now I'm just seeing one result, and we're going to go ahead and review this merge to see if it is a match or not. Now on the left-hand side is our person that we put in or that we've been working on, and then the right is the one that the software found for us. That could be a possible duplicate. And so we're going to go line by line and look at all the information to see are they the same person or not, and if they are, we're going to merge this record. Right off the bat, I see there's a full middle name on the right-hand side. I haven't seen that middle name, so I'm not sure if that's correct. But the one thing that is exactly the same is a death date. And so anytime there's a death or birthday exactly the same day, month, and year, that's a pretty big clue that it's probably the same person. So we're going to find out if it is or not by going line by line and just looking at the information. So we're going to scroll through and look at all of the data, and then we'll go back and we need to make a decision whether this is the right person or not. And so first we have the name, male, female, and then we have the birth. And we'll have to either reject or replace each item. And if we replace it, it will put the information from the right to the left, or reject it. And so we're just going to look through here. The birth date is similar. We have an exact date on the one on the right. And then our location's off. It's not the same state. So we have New Jersey and Pennsylvania. So we're going to need to take a look at that and see if it is the same person, if there was just an error. I'm seeing that nickname on there. Now, right here, the parents, that's another sign that it's probably the same person. Same parents' names, birth dates are the same. But this, again, is another duplicate record. So if you see that PI number, that is a different number from Abraham's from both sides, and so we'll need to address that. Okay, let's go to the top. Now, we need to figure out about that birth state. So we're going to highlight Abram's PI number, copy it, and then we are going to go back into FamilySearch, click on Find, and then paste in that number and find. And we're going to go ahead and click on his name and view person so that we can see the information about Abraham that somebody else put in. So we're doing some comparison, trying to look at this record. I want to see where they got the source for the state of his birth. And so we're just going to scroll down and see where the source is. Now over here on the right, I see another child was put into the family that I didn't have on my record, and I didn't see that name anywhere. So I'm curious about that. Under sources, there's actually no source. So now I'm really wondering where they got this information. It's important that you always source the information. I'm not seeing any notes or discussions about this person, so I don't know if that is accurate or not. The full birth date makes me believe it is, but I'm seeing no sourcing on this record. And so I'm going to open details and see who added this information. And I'm not sure I'm going to have much luck. So it says unknown. If I click on it, do you see that? It's not telling me an email address. So lesson 1, make sure that you put your email address. It's important so that if somebody wanted to contact you, like I would have contacted this person and said, hey, working on a similar family line, this is the person, just wanted to know where you got the birth information from, just want to compare, make sure that I have the right person or not, and then I could send them an email message. Now, because they didn't have an email address on here, that's not possible. So if you go to your settings, scroll up to the top on the right by your name, there's an arrow, click on it and go to settings. Now under settings, you're going to hit contact, and then you're going to add your email address. Now, if you don't want people to have your personal email address, make a new email address just for those on FamilySearch. But have some kind of email contact information, and then you need to click public. Once you click public, then go ahead and scroll down and save those changes. Let's go back into our merge records. Let's say this is the same record that we were able to prove that yes, the birth did happen in Pennsylvania. This is the right person and we need to merge it. So we're going to go with that scenario. So we're going to replace the name because it has a middle name, and then go in and edit and put Abraham, the full name, afterwards. But we're going to just go ahead and slide that over. And then we're going to, if it's the same information, I'm going to reject it. So it says male, male, I'm going to go ahead and just reject that. The birthday, I'm going to go ahead and replace because that had the correct information. Death, on the left side, it's more complete, so we're going to reject that. On here, we're just adding an alternate name. We'll go ahead and add that information. And then at the bottom, we're going to go ahead and add those parents. Now, we already have the parents on the left, but we need to combine these later on. And we're going to continue merge. Now, since we're not sure about that record, I still need to verify that state. I'm going to go ahead and cancel and not merge. But if I had researched the information and knew that that birth date was right, I would go ahead and continue to merge that record, but we're going to cancel. And so that is a good example of being very careful and just making sure that you don't merge a person if you're not totally sure, or at least 99% sure that it is the same person, because it will delete that other person. So right now they're showing two possible people that are the same, possibly. And so when I merge one, the other one will go away. Or we can clarify on that birth record as well. Say you merge when you didn't mean to, or you figured out later on that they were two separate people. Go back to their personal information and click on latest changes. And here it will list all changes that were done where the merge happened, and you can unmerge it, but it is a little bit difficult, so it's not an easy thing to do. So just be careful when you're merging those records. And that's it for this lesson. Your homework will be to find a couple ancestors and click on possible duplicates and see if you can find any duplicate records, and then try to resolve those by merging them or clicking not a match. And then we will see you in our next lesson.